Who wants to do a recap?
I don't do very good recaps, so I'll step back.
I can do a recap. I can tell you what I remember. So, week 8, according to my thing. So we start out in the cabin where we have rescued Roger and just suffered mortal harm to Short Sword Sway. I've got a little prefix note set up, reminded myself, which is Roger saying, "Don't eat the mushrooms, they're called Edwin." He told us that he was dragged into the caves. He got caught in every bit of him was caught by some weird tendrils, and he heard a voice, but he wasn't sure if it was a person or a creature, or if he was just losing his mind. But it was Edwin. And then he felt safe, and he felt hugged, and there were lots of voices, but only one of them was Edwin. And the voices were saying that he shouldn't be there. So, Sway gets pulled from the cube, which has been sneaking down the stairs. Still not entirely certain. I understand how the giant cube can sneak down the stairs, but these things do their thing. Jim had seen her dying of the burns, the acid burns from the cube. So this then starts a fight with the cube. So Edge runs away because he's low on health, has a quick look at the dagger and tries to see anything that's going on, but doesn't see anything useful. Roger tries to talk to the cube, and then Tom decides to punch the cube. Again, not entirely sure how that works, but that's fine. Jim, who has become more warlocky since the last time we saw him, it becomes filled with rage, and seawater erupts around him, and then creates a tiny hut, which keeps the sisters and him safe. While all this is going on, Roger squeezes a hidden mystery item into his mouth, and then drops the discarded thing that the thing came from, liquid of some sort, I'm guessing, into the cube, and then looks at everyone in the party, and then turns into what I've described as an eldritch mushroom monster, shouts mushrooms, and is covered in lots of skulls. Tom and Roger then proceed to wail on the cube until it disappears. Jim checks out how Sway is doing and says that she may well lose a hand or an arm, might have damage to her throat and needs more skilled healing. I think that might have come from a mix of the Jim and the sisters. So they go back up the stairs, keeping an eye out for any spare cubes that might be wandering around. In a short interaction between Edge and Edwin, Edge decides to shoot him. And Jim takes the cookbook and it gives him some interesting information about his patronage. But I don't understand what that means, because I don't think we know anything about that yet. The skulls that are a part of now Roger's giant eldritch mushroom monster frame warn him not to touch Saturday. And there's a brief interaction as they're heading back to the ship. Anyone got any more on that? No, okay. When they get back to the ship, Grag, the lookout, reports that there's been some Consortium ships blockading the towns of Cora Cora, which is similar to what Edge saw in his vision in the pool from a few weeks ago. Important to Edge, Nuts and Bones will keep the egg nice and warm, and there's definitely something in there. Nuts and Bones checks out how Sway is doing and will keep her under observation, but says she might need more specialist medical treatment, and that the best healers ever are in Belmara. They're good at healing and removing badness. There's a debate then about where they want to go next. So Glass Eye asks Boomer, who's a half-orc gunner, says he's loaded the cannons, we can just go and shoot all the bad guys. And another character, Beaver, lets us know that Saturday was asking a lot of questions about the loot that was in the cave, what we got and how it was shared out and that sort of stuff. There's debate then between the crew about what we do next, and there's a split with Tom keen to go and continue the mission to save Jack at the prison, and Edge and some of the others keen to go and try and heal Sway before coming back as a full health unit. So the decision is made to split the group. and see how they fare separately. At this point, there's also the sense that the consortium are basically going to be after them at every turn.
Okay. Anyone got anything to add?
No, that's pretty much it.
The consortium has like barricaded the cities, besieged, laid siege.
They
Encircled.
blockaded the. Yeah.
They have indeed.
Okay. And we're sailing to south towards Belmore to drop off Tom.
Yes, indeed. So, you are able to everyone has a long rest, so everyone is fully healed as much as possible. And I believe the plan was to sail as far as the island that is just between the city of Storm Bastion and where you think Irondale Prison is, around here, and leave Tom there to go to Irondale Prison, and then everyone from here trying to avoid the consortium ships heading north to Belmara. So there's a few things that I need to check up on first. First of all, as we're splitting the party, is there going to be any split of map pieces? Because at the moment, your 2 map pieces are in the possession of Edge. Is Edge keeping hold of them, or are you splitting them up with the party?
Jim would, I got it now. Jim would suggest splitting the maps between the 2 locations.
Yeah, I think that's sensible.
Chance of losing.
Okay.
Because
That does make sense. However, I think if Tom has the new piece and you keep the original piece, which is the one that we are basically cursed if we lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we're bound to, with the bigger group, with a bit more security. So if Tom does end up, not succeeding in his trip to the prison, it's not end of the world for the whole crew.
I think that's fair, and then we can give each person can leave with a true piece of the map and the fake piece of the map that Edge copied previously as well. So.
Oh yeah, Edge has copies. Yeah.
So the piece of map with the tree on it, that's going up north to Belmara with the main party. Is that right? And then the newer bit with the red X in it, that's staying with Tom.
Yeah. Huh?
Super.
And then the other parties have got a copy of what the original is with the other group.
Yes.
So we can both see the map.
So between you, you've got an image of the complete map.
I just wondered if I had to fold my map over.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So you head off down to this island, and you take a wide route, and you manage to not attract the attention of the consortium ships that are blockading Ishantara. And as you track your course, this is lining up remarkably closely with the vision that you had of this view of the map, and sneaking away down towards the south. You manage to drop off the island, and you are met by a smaller ship, which contains on it Scimitar Freya and Saber Ray. One is going to stay with Tom. Whether she gets involved with Tom's recce or not is down to Tom next week. One is going to offer to accompany you guys. I will let you guys choose as to whether you want Saber Ray or Scimitar Freya to who you want to go with, and I will flash up images so you can see.
A hotness check, and we also need to double check what the different ranks are. Do we know that? Who is the more senior, or does it not work like that?
I want the one on the left.
Saber Ray is the more senior.
Is she the one with the teeth?
Scimitar Freya is more senior than Short Sword Sway, but not as senior as Saber Freya.
Can we rename them Hot and Teeth, please?
Oh yeah, Edge. Still got that coin you like to flip?
Of course.
Are we doing a coin toss for it then? Ooh.
Okay,
Well, you
so
didn't call. You didn't call it beforehand. You just flipped the coin.
If it had been 2, I'd have gone for the second one on my map, right?
Oh, I see.
So we'll take the non-toothy one.
Okay, so I will put Saber Ray here.
So Saber Ray was the teeth one, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
And Scimitar Freya is going up with you. And let me put, so that I keep track, let me put Tom down there. Okay, and the crew is sailing
very fast
around here. You're zooming away around here as you approach here. Greg reports that Ishanta Core is similarly being blockaded by consortium ships, but you are able to sail up to Belmara in the ore trades, and there's quite a nice inlet which you're able to I was going to say park up in, approach, and it's a very short distance from where you weigh anchor, lay anchor, drop anchor.
Drop.
I'm not very good at the nautical terms. And take a small rowboat to the shore. And as you are sailing, rowing in the rowboat, you can see that it's quite nice beaches on the southern shore of Belmara. It's kind of overcast sky, but there's kind of a freshness in the air. It smells so much more clean and pleasant and just natural compared to, it's the stark opposite of Salt Scar, where it was kind of horrible and grimy, like a kind of salty smog. This just feels like it's filling your lungs with goodness. And you can see that there's even from the shore you can see that this island is essentially one kind of large mountain. Most of the island is very snowy, and you can see that up the mountain there is quite a grand city that you would guess is Highhome. But as you are carrying the very wounded Short Sword Sway, who is still having real trouble breathing and is bandaged up tight. It's the wounds underneath the bandages on her arm and on her leg are starting to smell a bit weird. You really don't think that you'd be able to make it to High Home in time to save her or make any real difference. So your choice, according to the map, is between Tor and Willow Root. But as you come up to the beach, you can see a figure in the shallows. And who do they see? Or rather, what does the figure they see look like?
Aha!
So, they'll see do any of your characters know what a sea elf is?
No, but it sounds cool.
Basically, you see an elf, but blue.
Like
They're
a
wearing
Smurf.
kind of. They're wearing kind of blue robes with different shades to their skin, a bit lighter. Holding a spear, 3 prongs like a trident, but you notice the other 2 prongs aren't like quite as intense, so it's more like they're like more decoration than the actual spear tip. And he's currently bent over, talking to what looks like a crab.
So Edge would walk up and say, "Hello, my blue fellow. How are you?"
Hello. It's nice to meet you. Are you here for the sermon as well?
Yes, of course. Are you and the crab going to that?
Oh, it's happening right here. I'm just teaching this young fella about the great Lord Bloop Tool.
Oh, of course. All hail Bloop Tool.
Ah, I see you're a follower too of this great one.
Well, not as often as I'd like to, but you can't help but be wowed by such greatness.
Ah, well, would you like to join in on the ceremony?
We would.
You must know all the rites, correct?
Of course, but listen, my friend here is very ill, very wounded. Perhaps we could have her seen to first.
I guess if it's for the wounded, then I may have to be able to delay the ritual, but okay, yes. How may I be of service? I know some basic healing skills, but I'm not as grand as the ones who live here in Belmara.
Well, we're going to probably need some pretty serious help here. The ship's doctor hasn't been able to, so I think we might need to bring in the big guns. Which way do you suggest we go?
Oh, I don't know. I don't get to the cities myself. I just live over there. And he just points to a shed that's just off the coast.
So when you say off the coast, like in the water, or
just like up the beach, like.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
While Edge and the blue Smurf dude, sea elf dude, are having a chat, Roger has taken the opportunity to run down to the water and just give himself a quick wash because the creature that he was is not sitting kindly on his skin. He's freshened up a little.
Absolutely.
So I just put the token on the map so you can see what he looks like.
Okay. Well, look, I mean, that's a lovely hut, but as I say, I think time is pressing, so perhaps you and the crab stay here and we'll head off to see if we can find some more help.
Hold on. You say you came by ship. Wait, what day is it, may I ask?
bath day.
Well,
Uh,
I have been waiting here due to the actions of my god. He was told me that one day some troubled adventurers would come across these shores, and I must help them in their cause. I've been here for 5 years, and maybe today is that day. Are you who I have been waiting for?
Edge,
Well-
I feel like this might be quite useful, says Roger quietly to Edge.
Okay, do any of us know what bloop tool is?
You would yes, given that I gave you the map information at the very beginning, you would know the minimum you would know would be that Bloop Tool is the dominant god around the Hammer region of Athil. So Athil is the capital. The Hammer is the capital city of Athil, over to the northwest. And Bloop Tool is a dominant god there, with their symbol being a fish. If you would like to know more, then you'd have to give me a history check, or tell me why you might know about that local god.
Edge would have had lots of conversations in bars with passing people, and while he was offering them trinkets, may have, I guess, either offended them if Bloop Tool would be offended by such things, or enticed them if he realised they were interested in fish-shaped things. Then he would obviously try and do that. So it's possible he may have come across some additional things. I'm thinking particularly, would we know, for example, how to fake any of the rites that have just been mentioned, or if we even start that, are we just going to offend somebody?
Okay, so given that you've got the background there, give me a history check with advantage.
I know nothing.
Oh wow! Fish god.
Alex bunked history.
Okay, cool. So we're not going to try and upset the fish god.
Yeah,
All right,
you know,
so-
it's a god that doesn't have a huge territory, but is significant enough to show up on the map.
Is the god inherently good, bad, or does that not make sense to ask as a question? Should we be concerned this fish bloke is going to be a problem to us, other than he's clearly very weird?
I mean, you can give me an insight check.
Oh, you're good at that one.
This person whose name you haven't asked seems pretty sincere about their devotion to Bloop Tool, and I don't think you get any feeling that they have tried to do anything devious or underhand. They seem pretty sincere in everything that they've said.
Excuse me, mate. What's your name?
My name is Veilurin.
Hi, Veilurin. What do you like to eat?
Oh, I like all sorts of things. I've even got some boiled crab on me.
Weren't you just talking to a crab?
Yes, this one was not, how should I say, keen on the ideals of my lord to rise above their baseline instincts and become something more than what they are born to. So they ended up becoming food for the Great One.
So sorry, nice to meet you, Vey. Are you saying you've been here for 5 years trying to convert crabs to your religion?
Oh, that's just been a something on the side. I've been waiting for the prophecy to be fulfilled that my great lord told me that one day some adventurers would appear on the shores of this land and would need my help.
Could Jim look at Edge, and he's just going to, like, he's going to mouth Cray Cray, but unknowingly cast message. So it's going to be a very clear Cray Cray in Edge's head.
Okay.
Okay, so Edge would glance at the others, the senior people in the party, somehow gesturing like, do we just go with this or not?
I could always distract him by showing him my book about mushrooms.
Okay, but remember it's Sway, we're here to help, Roger.
Well, if I get the guy who's stopping us leaving the beach out of the way, then you
I
guys
see.
can start carrying up beach and I'll just run after you.
Well, but what if he's here to, on the basis he's disappeared, what if he's here to help us?
I think if he was going to help, he'd have helped straight away, maybe? I mean, Sway's smelling a bit sticky.
All right then, Vay, what would you suggest we do?
Well, what is it you're trying to do? You haven't really told me.
Well, you see our poorly spelling friend here, who's very badly injured, unfortunate incident with a cube of acid. We'd like her not to die.
Right. Like I said, I can cast some basic healing, but if you want some more intense stuff, you'll have to go and speak to the residents of this land.
Okay, but what was your quest here to do?
Just to help the adventurers that are in need as they came to the shore.
So you'd be able to tell you that for healing help, there's, given that you can't reach High Home, you've got two options. So you'd be able to Valerin would tell you that you can go to Tor, where they are very good at treating afflictions of the mind and curses that are of a magical rather than voodoo-esque nature. Or there's Willow Root, which is more physical healing and injuries, and that's where they are a large exporter of potions. And luckily, they know the way the way to get to both.
Well, it sounds like we're going to Willow Root then.
It does.
Oh, well then just follow me.
Brilliant. Yeah. Okay. You lead the way.
I really hope as you move, you've got some kind of like blue trail behind you, like Nyan Cat, just in cyan.
Fortunately, I do not possess those powers.
Okay. We have got several of the sisters now with us, haven't we? So Edge would want to make sure that somebody was just keeping an eye on this fellow. Is
You're
a
the
fellow?
hot one.
Yes, I am a fellow
Excellent.
being such as yourself.
This fellow being, to make sure that I missed early.
He's a Fey. Hello.
Ah, you're a funny one, you are.
Oh Lord. Fine. Edge would just want to make sure that one of the sisters was keeping an eye in case this was going to go weird. Has the crab coming with us?
No, he lives here on the beach. I was just preaching to him about the great Lord, but I guess I'll have to come back later to finish the sermon.
Okay, so after a short walk from the beach, it goes very quickly from sand to snow, and you come across a quite a nice looking settlement. Let me put you all on the map properly. So we have Edge, we have Jim, Roger.
Yeah, I'll be out.
And yeah, there's lots of wooden huts. It looks very simple, very humble. There's loads of trees around the place. It looks like there's a real harmony and balance with nature. And there's a number of people just kind of going about their business, and you see one particularly large building to the northeast, which looks more important than all the rest. There's people wandering around, but this building here is the most prominent, but all the other buildings are kind of, there's little shops, there's like bottlers, there's like little stalls and people's homes. Yeah, it is indicated to you that you have arrived.
Okay, I would like to approach somebody who looks like they wouldn't be upset by me approaching them.
Before you do that, Valerin touches your shoulder, and he says, I hope the great blue tool can help you in your quest. And you cast guidance.
Very good.
So in the next minute, if you need to make a ability check, you can add a d4 to it.
Just so I know as well, I should have checked this earlier. Where did you leave Saturday?
We'll check that, shouldn't we?
Is he on the old trades, or is he with you, or did you leave him with Tom?
Probably with
Edge would have
Tom,
wanted him
Roger-
to go with Tom.
Yeah, and Roger wouldn't have wanted to be near Saturday.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I thought Roger touched Saturday, and there was like a bond that formed.
Nope. Don't like Saturday. Much prefer Sunday.
But Saturday night, do 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 do.
If Saturday eats Tom, it's not our fault, Matty.
Oh, don't worry. I have no idea what's going to happen to Tom. He's going basically breaking into a like high secure prison on his own.
Minecraft style, just punching it.
It'll be fine. They just walk in and walk out.
I'm sure that nothing bad will happen.
Nothing will go wrong.
It'll all-
We're not going to get back there and just find like a skeleton.
Tom will have a
Why did
a
you
master
leave me?
plan.
This was clearly incredibly dangerous. So you're trying to find someone who looks non-threatening to ask.
Yeah, if I was walking down the street right now, for example, I wouldn't approach a lone female. I wouldn't approach a small child. I'd be looking for somebody who looked like they, perhaps a seller of something or something like that, who might be amenable, or if they're a nice-looking group of people, just somebody who might be able to point me in the right direction. Were I to ask.
Is there a bar?
Jim, having frequented bars for a long time and cooked in them, would be looking for the loudest person.
So you've got a couple of options. You've got someone who looks quite bookish here, who's talking to two other people, quite friendly, jovial, don't look particularly busy, just idly chatting. There's nowhere really raucous or loud, but you hear some bilious laughter coming from two chaps over here who are chatting to each other.
Jim is going to head over that way.
And Edge is going up here then.
Okay, which one of you is interacting first?
Okay, Edge puts on his most charming voice. Good day, my lady. As you'll see behind, my friend is very badly injured. Perhaps you can point me in the direction of your the town's finest healers.
Oh, my word. Oh, you poor soul. Oh, that's shocking. Oh, they do look in a bad... Oh, it's good thing you found yourself here. This is... I mean, this is one of the finest places for healing. You're so lucky. You're so lucky that you've arrived just a few weeks after the new doctor arrived. Come over here. I'll take you to her. She's just she's amazing. She's just amazing. Come this way. And she gestures towards the large building and someone who is standing outside it.
Can I check with perception whether I find anything suspicious about the way that that's been put across to me? The arrival of a new doctor seems a little bit strange in a town, perhaps where there was already a lot of healing.
You can ask her about it.
Okay, and when you say a new doctor, what happened to the old doctor? I'd sort of thought there'd be a lot of doctors around here.
Oh well, I mean we've got lots of people who are very learned in the ways of making potions and salves, and we've got lots of people of science and wisdom who can make wondrous things. But you know, the doctor who came is well, she just knows it all and manages to just put it all together. She just turned up, and you know, it's so lucky because the previous chief healer that we had disappeared, which is very distressing for everyone involved. But oh, we're so lucky that Dr. Hecate turned up, and she's just been marvellous. I mean, she's even been training up people and sending them off to like training camp and things. It's been so good. She will heal you right up. I broke my arm. I fell out of a tree the other day while trying to reach some of... Well, I won't bore you with the ingredients I was trying to reach, but I broke my arm and within minutes healed. Phenomenal lady. Come, take her over here. I'll introduce you to her. And she's kind of beckoning you all in that direction.
Edge is deeply suspicious, but doesn't want Sway to die, so is going to cautiously go along with this.
Okay.
Are we all able to hear this?
Mm.
Can I do an insight check just to kind of get a vibe on what she's talking about? See if I feel like she's being truthful or not.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
18.
13. When she talks about breaking her arm and getting healed very quickly, you don't feel like she's kind of lying about that. She seems genuinely pleased that that this person has turned up.
Right. Well, I don't see no reason to not trust this woman, but I cannot say. All I can say is that she believes what she is saying.
Okay. Edge would take out his piece of ribbon at this point and tie a knot in it, pop back in his pouch, and gesture to the sisters to bring Sway along in their own good time.
Okay. Meanwhile,
and then make progress towards.
Okay. Meanwhile, Jim walks up to these two chaps who are having a chat, and even before you get a chance to say anything, they clock you, they turn to you, and massive smiles on their face. Well met, friend. Well, you're strangers to this town. Welcome. Always good to see a fresh face. How are you, sir? What's your name?
Oi, you fine gent. My name's Jim. Oh, my name's Jim Elmson, but you can just call me Jim.
Pleasure to meet you, Jim. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Edric, and this is Igris. What brings
Edric
you
and
to
Idris.
our lovely little town?
Well, we're here to find a healer for our friend who's come a bit of a cropper with a gelatinous cube.
Oh, crikey. Crikey, that sounds dreadful. Dreadful. I mean, you won't find any hazards like that around here. The worst thing you'll get happen around here is, well, falling out of a tree like Dizzy Doris over there. But seriously, this is a very good place for healing. You'll have come at the right time. I mean, if you'd have come a few weeks earlier, you'd have been in a bit of a tight spot, but you're lucky. The doctor will fix you right up, right as rain.
You got a new doctor? I thought there were lots of doctors around here.
Well, High Home has many, many doctors, but we're more the producers of the doctor's tools, the reagents, the potions, all of that kind of business. And we don't have a massive contingent. We have lots of scientists, lots of people who know what's going on with the world of medicine and healing. We even over at Tor have some people who deal with the divine and curses and all of that kind of stuff. But no, not many doctors, and we lost ours. Don't know where he went. But luckily that gap was filled pretty sharpish.
Mighty lucky that. Mighty lucky.
Mighty, mighty lucky.
One ship set sail, another one came in.
Now, no ships to speak of. I must be born and bred on this fair island.
I'd like to meet you, Doctor.
I do have a guess.
You'll
Go on, sorry.
You'll find her just at the large building over there. You'll find her. She's always ready to help. No ifs, no buts. She'll just sort you out. Amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you, chaps. I'll be seeing you around. Hopefully in the bar.
Blah. Bar. Oh, no. No, we'll be at home having our lovely tea. You're welcome to join us for tea.
I am partial to a brew or two, but have you not got a tavern, a place to stay, a place to drink?
I mean, you can drink tea, and if you need somewhere to stay, friend, you can stay with me. And then the other one goes, oh, you can stay with me. Whatever. If you need help, we're here to help. That's what we do. In fact, if you're really up against it, I'm sure that you can stay with the doctor. I mean, she's got plenty of spare spaces. All the people she's taken in training, there's plenty of spare spaces in there.
Aye. Where do you go for food?
Well, we tend to it's mostly tea, I'll be honest. But we have the odd squirrel, and we have small hunting parties. We go off into the woods, and the land provides. We never seem to run hungry. It's everyone kinds of sees to their own affairs. But you're very welcome to come and share mine with me. More the merrier.
That's a very kind offer. I fear I must go and tend to my friend's wounds and take them to the doctor. I'll be seeing you around, though.
I hope to see you soon. I really do. It's been a pleasure speaking to you.
He'll tip his cap. Good day. And head back. Help with short sword.
Everyone here is very chirpy. I might find it most unsettling. Most unnatural for people to be this happy when, not killing someone. It's very odd.
Is that short sword or chitty?
This would be Cheaty who is saying that. So,
Could I...
Yeah.
Could Jim once again just whisper... I pretty cray. Right, but staring at her intently and accidentally project it directly into her head.
That is most unsettling, but a useful skill to have. Might give you a tactical advantage if, for whatever reason, these people get too nice and we have to kill them.
Jim's gonna go. Oh, it's called whispering.
Roger would like to approach somebody who looks friendly and ask if he can try some tea.
Absolute. Of course you can try some tea. Who are you going up to talk to? You got
And
one
I'm
of the
going to
people.
zoom in.
One of the people who was near Edge earlier, or the same people that Jim was talking to, or someone completely different.
Do you know, I'm going to go to the people that Jim was talking to because they were offering stuff.
Okay. Hello, young chap. Hello. How are you? You're new. Are you here? Are you here for the training? Are you going to be trained up? Are you? You look about the right age.
No.
Can you tell me about the training? And please, may I have some tea?
Of course you can have some tea. Of course you can. Would you like to come into my home?
Is this in earshot?
Why not?
Can you hear?
Roger looks backwards at the guys who look quite busy. But he sees Jim looking over at him, and they kind of like lock eyes, and he sort of looks at Jim as if to say, "Shall I?"
Jim will shout over. Roger, lad, I need a hand. Short sword's not light, you know. All muscle.
Okay. Can I take some tea with me? But I've got to go and help my shipmates.
Of course. Of course. And I think, yes, I have a flask on me. Always keep a flask on me. You know what? You take that. You keep it. Get your strength up. Good for the training, yes?
Thanks, sir. Where do I need to go for the training when I'm done helping my shipmates?
Just go and tell Dr. Hecate that you want to train up. You know, we can't have more gaps with people who know about medicine and healing, like proper doctors. Train up to be a doctor. She'll train you up.
Thanks, sir.
A whole band of... You'll make so many friends in there. A whole band of people in there training up to be doctors. Off you go, you little scamp. Ha ha ha. Oh, it's so refreshing to see enthusiastic youths, looking for a real vocation. And these two just carry on very jollily chatting to each other.
Okay, and I've gone back to near Jim, and I now have a flask of tea.
Do you have any?
Not yet. It's not the appropriate moment to sit down and have a sup.
Okay. Tea. Yeah. Okay. So I'm assuming now you're all heading towards Dr. Hecate's place. And as you approach, you see this lady standing outside, very kindly looking lady, wearing like robes. Hello, my little sweetskins. How are you? Oh gosh. Oh, you look like you got one of you who's been in the wars. Oh, what's the problem here? I've not seen you people around here before, my sweetskins. I'm Dr. Hecate. I can fix you right up, whatever's ailing you. What can I do? What seems to be the problem?
This isn't the appropriate moment for somebody to shout out, "Can you fix distrust?"
So, Jim is used to people being open to him. He's very charismatic. He's been around a lot of people in bars, and on ships, and he'll just openly chat to people. He is not used to there not being a tavern and people not drinking alcohol. He has an immediate, after hearing that, he is immediately suspicious. He will be watching Roger with the tea, and he he's just going to be. He's not glaring, but he's just staring at the doctor and looking around at different people. He is, yeah, just taking it all in. He's not going to comment anything yet, though.
I suppose they would go, "Ah, hello there, Doctor. You see, I live out on the beach, and I found these fellas at shore, and they were looking for someone to help their dear friend. Uh, I brought them here in the hopes that you may be able to help them out."
Oh, well done you. Oh, that is such a good thing for you to do. Oh, I think you. I think that you're answering to a higher purpose there, my little Sweetskin. Oh, well, Pat, I think touch of destiny. I think that is fate. They came across you. Oh, well done you, and well done for bringing more people into my healing. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help. That's what I want to do.
Well, it's all the design of the Great One.
I love that you have such belief. I do. I love it. I love it. It's so good to see enthusiasm.
Can we ask if the
Jim,
doctor drinks tea?
Oh, the tea here, you wouldn't believe. It is so delicious. It just fills you up with life. It does. It's just wonderful.
off the back of that, off the back of Roger asking, Jim's going to make a snark comment of, "You must make a heck of tea to get everyone off the booze." And just stare.
Hecate! Oh, that's a good one, my Sweetskin. Oh, heck, because that's my name. Oh, that does make me laugh. That does make me laugh. But
Yeah.
the people of this town have decided that they don't want alcohol and things like that. They're very happy with. I mean, it was one of my favourite things about this place when I arrived. Everyone having such wonderful tea. I like traditions like that. And I arrived, and they said, "Have a cup of tea, and would you like a job?" And I said, "Yes, let's make a deal. Let's seal it with a cup of tea." And it became an agreement. Oh, it was so delicious and nice. But you look very worried. Don't you be worried. Whatever's ailing you, I can fix it. I can fix it. She looks at you, Jim. There's something in there, isn't there? There's something in there. Oh. I can heal just about everything, but there's something in there, isn't there, young? Confidentiality. I'll not spill the beans. And she just looks at everyone else and goes, "Not gonna spill the beans? But come on, show me what you'd like me to do."
I mean, Edge has watched all this play out and is a mix of suspicious and like these people are all crazy. But fundamentally, listen, Doctor, we'll get to the tea and the rest in a second. Can you just have a look at my friend here? We need to know, can you save her?
Of course, my dear. Mustn't delay. Straight to business. It's very important. So, let's put you all. I'm assuming you're all going quite close up to her. No one's kind of particularly hanging back or wandering off or anything like that.
I don't think any of us feel safe being on our own here. It feels a bit kind of Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nasty. This is nasty. This looks like This looks like the work of a gelatinous cube in a cave. Well, yeah, this looks like... Oh, yes, it looks like a cave rather than open air or at sea. It's... was she taken unawares? Oh, crikey. I see that someone's already had a little look, but don't you worry. You're with the expert now. I'll take her in to my healing house, and before you know it, she'll be right as rain. Ish. She'll be alive.
Roger looks at Edge and says, but at what cost?
And you can't put a price on it. It would be shocking to demand payment for just helping people. I mean, if you're talking about crossing my palm with gold and silver and trinkets, no, that won't be necessary at all. I have adequate payment just from the joy I get from healing people, from training up the new little Sweetskins, in the arts and crafts, so that their minds are fulfilled. And don't you worry,
But what
I won't make you poor. I mean, everything has a price, of course, but that's not something you need to worry about, my little Sweetskin.
But what will you want from us for helping our friend? Everybody wants something. That's how it works.
I don't want anything from you. I just want to help.
What about from her?
I'll make you a bargain. I'll make you a deal, shall I? I'll swear on it. I'll swear to it maybe over a cup of tea. I swear I will take nothing from your friend, lest it be necessary to preserve her life. And now, of course, I'm talking about things like necrotized skin that might need cutting away, infections, things like that. But I will do everything in my power to heal her up, just as I've done with everyone in this town. That's what I'm helping to train everyone else up with. You seem very, very suspicious. So I'll make you a deal. You leave her with me. I'll take her inside. I'll heal her up. You make yourselves at home in this town. Get to know people. And I think there's potential here for someone to get in with training. You look like the right age to start training up in healing people. But of course that's up to you. I've got plenty of trainees here already.
And
How long
Edge
does it
asks...
take? How long does the training take?
Oh, no, it's very intense. It's a vocation. The people who I've got training for me, I only came a few weeks ago, so people who started training, they're still training away.
Are they in the hut?
They're in my house of healing, yes, but they're working very hard at their studies, so I must ask that you would be nice and quiet. I'm glad that you've not caused a commotion, because sometimes if someone's injured, there can be quite the commotion, but you lot are being very calm and measured, and I'm very grateful. You're very, very polite people, you lot. And I understand that you're suspicious, because you're new to this town, and people are very suspicious of people they don't know, but we can be friends. If you stay here for a little bit and make friends, we'll all be friends, my little Sweetskins. How does that sound?
Jim will say, perhaps I can rustle up a little tune to ease people's nerves. Or would that
Okay.
disrupt your patience?
Oh, if you want to entertain yourselves and that would make you feel better, you're very welcome to have a little tune. But as long as it's not too boisterous.
Jim is going to sit down and take himself slightly out of sight, just maybe off to the edge, sit down. He's just going to, sorry, he's going to say first to Roger, let me have the flask, boy.
Roger hands it over. No questions asked.
And he's going to take the flask, he's going to sit off, and with one hand he'll play his flute, a very slow, melodic tune, and in doing so, he is going to actually cast bardic inspiration on Roger.
Okay.
While that's happening, is it likely that Dr. Hecate is looking more at him than the group?
She's been looking at everyone, taking everyone in. She looked quite intently at Jim when she was talking about there being something there. But you know, as you've been talking to her, she's been looking at you all dead in the eye and taking you all in. If you are trying to find a moment where she's not looking directly at you, there were moments where she was focused on Jim.
Can Edge bend slightly and whisper to Roger, go round the side and have a look in the window? And almost as soon as he steps back up again, start marching over to Jim, looking a bit annoyed.
Roger will happily just wander off like 12-year-olds do round the side of the building and try and see him through the windows.
Meanwhile, Edge is saying, "Oh, look, Jim, you stupid drunk. We're trying to solve a problem here. There's no time for more of your flute playing." And he'd give him, as best he could, a subtle wink.
Jim will. It's their intention of causing a bit of a ruckus.
A distraction, let's say.
Yeah, so Jim will pick up the pace a little bit on his flute.
I didn't say go faster, you mad old cook. I said it's not the time for a tune.
Then he'll look at Edge and just blow.
Give me whichever one of the two of you has the higher performance. Give me a performance check at advantage. Jesus Christ!
Nice.
Nat 20
In
plus
fact,
10.
Do it
The
again.
crowd
So
weep.
we always roll twice so we can see if there's a
yeah.
double crit. Okay.
No.
So oh dear. That is. I hope you two aren't falling out. I know it can be very stressful, my Sweetskins, when there's someone injured. But don't you worry. Don't you worry. I will take good care of your friend. I'll take her in, and you come back tomorrow morning, and I'm sure she'll be right as rain. You can stay here in the town and work out your differences because we're all friends here, my little Sweetskins. Don't you worry. Yeah, she hasn't noticed Rat Scrub sneaking off around the sides. Roger, as you are... Sorry, is that someone?
That's okay.
So, Roger, as you go down the sides, you have the intention of looking in through the windows, seeing what you can see. They are all boarded up from the inside. So there's the kind of row of windows as you'd expect along a long, like shed-shaped building. Every single one of them is boarded up, and there's no kind of massive cracks in the boarding that you can see. They all look like it's been done very deliberately, and this goes the full length of the building.
Are there any doors?
There seems to only be the main door at the front.
Is the building built onto the ground, or is it up slightly? Could there be cavity space underneath? Is it bricked at the bottom and raised up a little bit?
So it doesn't seem to be raised up, and because it's snowy, there's like not dramatic stuff, but like there's a bit of a kind of snow drift type around the edge. So it if you were wanting to kind of dig under, you'd have to dig through a bit of snow. But there's no obvious like it's not on obvious stilts that you can see.
And there's no part of this snow that's built up that in a certain area is maybe less, where there's perhaps a vent letting out warm air from inside?
As you're looking for that kind of thing, you can see that there's a chimney, which isn't on the map, but there is a chimney on the roof, which is got very light smoke coming out of it, but not kind of big roaring fire. I will put on roughly where that is.
What colour is the smoke?
It just looks regular grey smoke. So that is about there.
Can I look in this building on the right of me? Is that one boarded up as well?
That building on the right. Nope, that seems to that seems to be a storage shed, which has the windows aren't boarded up. It's got 2 windows on each side, and it contains lots of bottles and like vials of various sizes.
Okay, so could I technically make my way around this big building and ascertain if there's any other way in, or if it's only just at the front? Is that something I could do?
Absolutely. Are you doing this quickly, or are you doing this slowly and quietly? But it's snowy.
I'm doing it like a...
It's snowy, so it's not going
Yeah.
to be loud footprints. But are you kind of taking your time, or are you having a quick sprint round to see what's what, then come back?
I'm doing a 12-year-old mosey. I just look like a 12-year-old who's bored out of their mind, just wandering, but my pathway is going around the full exterior of the building.
Okay, excellent. So you're going on the full exterior, and you see this, the windows boarded up, no other doors, and no other obvious way in. While this is happening, so while you're going around the building and Jim and Edge are causing the distraction, what's Valerin doing?
He's going to ask, as a fellow person who wishes to lift up those who are in need of help, would I be able to come inside and have a look around and see the great work that you're doing here?
Oh, well, my Sweetskin, inside there, that's just for people who need healing, and that's just for my trainees. If you want to be a trainee, then absolutely you can come in, but you've got to respect the privacy and the need to study hard of the people in there, so we can't have people snooping around, I'm afraid, as much as I do like a curious soul. Speaking of curious souls, wasn't there a young lad with you? Never mind.
It's a big party. We can't keep track of all these people. Listen, So, question then: how likely is it that if I were to cut myself with a sword, a dagger, whatever, I could suggest that I need healing as well?
You asking her? Or you're asking Rick?
I'm asking Rick them. Is that?
You can certainly try.
I'm thinking a kind of I'm Spartacus kind of. We want to get in and see what's going inside that building. So Edge takes out his dagger. Oh no! I seem to have cut myself. Is it possible I can get some healing in there as well?
Well, that was a rather silly thing to do, my Sweetskin, wasn't it? How deeply?
Butterfingers.
How deeply have you cut yourself?
To create some blood. I mean, deep. I don't know. Deep enough that it was going to need somebody to come along and do something with it.
Okay. Your hit points will reflect this. So let's have a look at your character sheet. So you very much went like this, if I'm remembering correctly. Some important
Yeah,
stuff.
they're the actions he mimed.
Yeah, some important stuff going on there. So I think you're going to lose hit points reasonably quickly. So when you do that, I think that you take 15 slashing damage.
Ouch.
Now,
Tim's
my
gonna
sweet
stop.
skin, that's a very strange thing to do. What I'm wondering. Wow, I'm very happy to heal you up. I mean, it won't take much of my skill, that's just a bit of a cut, a bit of a snip. But I'm curious, my sweet skin, why you would do that. Why don't you tell Dr. Hecate what's going on? Do you have something
Jim-
extra as well? Do you
Jim
have
will
something?
throw down at this. Jim will throw down his flute. Say, "You do anything to ruin a performance of mine, all the time."
Listen, Hecate. Enough talk. Are you going to heal us or not?
Well, there's no need to take that tone, young sweet skin. I told you, I heal everyone in here. Hold out your arm for me, and I'll take a look. And she grabs it. Oh, it's bleeding quite a lot. We'll have to clean that up. And she takes out what looks like a rag, but it's kind of looks like it's interwoven with something that's kind of glittery and shimmering. And she just runs it along the wound. Take another 10 HP. The damage, please. And that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt, but it's important to keep it clean, my sweet skin. Now, let me bandage this up, and I'll put my special ingredient on it. And she reaches round behind her, like she's got various pouches and pockets and things inside her robe that she's fishing around in. And she pulls out like this kind of like greenish putty or sludge, and she slaps it into your arm and rubs it and then bandages it up. Take another 10 hit points damage, please.
There you go.
There you go, my sweet skin. Now, doesn't that feel better? You'll notice that the bleeding has completely stopped. Even the blood that was on your clothes seems to be gone. Everyone give me a perception check, please.
change my rolls. 21.
Okay, there's some good perception checks there. So, Roger, you don't pick up on this at all. Everyone else just hears. You can't place it exactly, but you think it's from inside the shed, but you could be wrong. You just hear a. Now, my sweet skin, you won't be doubting my healing abilities again, will you? Now, no. Now that you're all better, I think you're looking a little bit pale. Because I think you lost a bit of blood. You shouldn't cut yourself there, should you? Why don't you have a nice cup of tea? Rest up for the night. I think you need it. And I'll take good care of your friend here. I'll take her in, and by tomorrow morning, I'm sure she'll be completely fine, my sweet skin. What do you say? I've surely proven my credentials here. I'll make any pact you'd like. That by the morning, she'll no longer be dying of acid burns on her insides.
At this point, Edge would be looking at Chitty and ordering a hit on the good doctor.
Like, I'm pretty sure I know what's going on here as a player, but I don't know how. Can my character do like some sort of religion check? Because there's been some words that have been thrown around here that maybe think that maybe something not so good is happening.
You can absolutely give me a religion check.
The main words I'm talking about are I'm pretty sure pact was mentioned, contract was mentioned, and yeah. Let's have a look. Religion.
Sweetskin.
Only a
Sure,
10.
everybody standing up and ringing your doorbell as well.
Really, I rolled a fucking 1 again.
That'll teach you to have 6 20s in one game.
That's because I rolled like 31s a game.
Yeah, so I mean, you kind of think she's phrasing this a bit like this isn't normally how healers speak, but it's not kind of triggering anything in particular with a 10 that makes you think, I know what's going on here.
Okay.
But she's certainly proved that she can heal people. Edge, you feel very, very woozy.
Yeah.
Ordering this hit via Nyx, is that something that you are... Is this kind of hand signals, gestures and looks that you think she's able to pick up on, or are you kind of going off and talking to her after this exchange?
It would be more, I think, given the amount of damage I've just taken, of a kind of, like, presumably to look at me, I look like I'm not very well.
You look like someone who's
More
donated
unwell than
blood for the
perhaps.
first time and they didn't quite realise what was involved, and they are a little bit on the edge of passing out.
On the edge. Nice. It would be, I mean, unless anyone wants to step in before this happens, it would be basically to sort of like slump against them and be like, this is no healer. She needs to go.
At the
I
same
think-
point, oh sorry.
No, go.
So obviously Roger's made his way around the cabin, hut, big thing now. And Roger's just wondering if because the team can see Roger, but the weird Doctor dude can't. Could they kind of drag the Doctor away from the entrance and Roger attempt to stealth in? Like if somebody created a distraction to try and pull that Doctor away, could I try and get inside?
So you would know, you'd be able to tell without any rolls that given her how she's been talking about what's inside there, the need for privacy, and she's been very protective of it, and the fact that you've noticed the everything being boarded up, you would intuit fairly safely that it would need to be physically dragging her away in order to get past her. She's kind of in front of the doors, blocking the way, and it doesn't. She hasn't made any acquiescence to moving from that spot so far. So you absolutely can, but would have to be physically pulling her.
Jim would whisper to Edge. We need to reassess the situation. And again, he's just kind of he's over whispering things at the moment. He doesn't realise what he's doing. I don't know.
Okay.
I think
She's looking rather. I mean, she's making a lot of gargling noises. I think that time is of the essence. I've been quite relaxed up to now because I'm confident in my abilities, my sweet skin. But I think if you want my help, I honestly, I do not like coming off as rude. I don't want anyone to think I'm rude, my sweet skins. But I think you're going to have to make up your mind quickly as to whether you want to let me stop your friend dying horribly of acid burns, and you have a nice rest in town, have some tea. Or, if you do not want my help, I'll be very upset. I'll be very sad. But I'm not going to force you. I will never force anyone to do anything that they do not tell me they want.
I mean, the shock of hearing, in amongst the wooziness of hearing Jim's words in his head would stop Edge's immediate communication of that message, but his intention is that he doesn't want this lady treating Sway, and he doesn't think that she should be allowed to carry on.
Don't forget that when you see a message, you can reply telepathically back as well with a message.
Ooh. I didn't know that. All right, then my strong thought would be she needs to die.
Jim's gonna go. Oh fuck! How'd you do that? We can't go doing that here.
What are you talking about, you mad old? This is still telepathic, right? What are you talking about, you mad old whatever? Can we have this conversation for a while?
It's a cantrip,
Well, yes,
so Jim can keep casting message, and you can keep replying. But to everyone else, you're just kind of going...
How on earth are you doing that?
They look like they're a little bit constipated.
Jim, this is not the time.
I did say that I thought that little sweet skin there had something had something beyond my skill to heal. But I'm very sorry, that was rude of me. I do apologise. That was a rude thing of me to say, and I'm very, very sorry. Would you like some tea to make up for it?
Is that aimed at Jim?
Yes.
You just turn. Thought you were a lady of your word.
I am, and I said I don't like to be rude, and I don't mean to be rude, but I was. I never said I would never be rude, but I do not like it, and so I must pay a penance, and so I offer you a nice flask of tea, my sweet skin. What would that be all right with you? Would you like that?
Being a healer such as yourself, how about you provide some immediate assistance where we are to my friend here.
This is more than just a cut. Like your friend there. This will need a lot of deep concentration. I'll be working through the night to try and heal this up. These acid burns go deep, and I really do. I wish that I could just snap my fingers and instantly work my works straight away. But these things take time, I'm afraid. And speaking of which, I don't think she's got very much, so I think if you're going to let me heal her up, you let me take her inside, and you can come knock on my door first thing in the morning, and she'll be up, ready to greet you. You have my word
Jim.
on that.
Roger's
Jim
just
would-
popped round the corner. Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, Jim would he he would flash her alert and say, "Well, I don't mean to be rude now, but I simply must. Chitty, we don't know who she is and what she's doing. What would your sister want done? She'd take the risk. Going somewhere unknown with someone unknown.
We brought her here to be healed. We did not know who is going to heal her in advance. If there's chance of her being healed, so be it. If she does not get healed, then there'll be consequences, but the sisterhood looks after the sisterhood.
And we owe you a debt. And we will keep that debt."
All right, at that, Edge stumbles out in front and says, "No, this is no healer."
At this
I
point,
mean, sort of like
Roger,
drunken.
so Roger has
If you
come
notice
out
the
of-
sun timer, guys, that Rick's holding.
So
You don't think I'm a healer? What did I... You sliced your arm open, my sweet skin, and I made that all better, didn't I? But
So
I
you
don't
took 40
think I
hit
like...
points off him,
Sorry, say again?
and then you took all my friend's health. I've just been for a wander. I've come back round. He looks like rubbish. What have you done to him?
I tell no word of a lie. He cut his arm open, bleeding. You can't cut your arm open without expecting to lose some blood. And if you start losing a lot of blood very quickly, you start feeling the effects. And I've stopped that. And I'll tell you what, my sweet skin, if you were to unbandage your arm now, it would be almost fully healed. But I did not like the tone of your voice. That was not very nice, saying I'm no healer. I am Dr. Hecate. Do you mean to give me some harm? Or would you like me to carry out my work and heal your friend? Because I don't think she's got long left.
Jim would say, "Healing comes in many forms, and it's not our choice to make, Edge. It's Chitty's. She's made that choice. Step away."
Edge would try and step in the way of this happening, but with the limited energy left to him, would probably fail.
I mean, Edge is his
yeah.
own man. He can do whatever he wants.
It's all too complicated. He steps down.
Right then. I won't take that personally, my sweet skin. I'll take her in. You lot all go and make yourself at home in the town, and I will make sure that when you come tomorrow morning, you're healed right as rain.
And she goes to lift up Short Sword Sway.
Oh, rather weighty, but I've still got strength in these old bones yet, my sweet skin.
And she picks her up. And the doors open up slightly behind her. and there's a thick leather, like shroud curtain passing by.
You mark my words. Tomorrow morning, if you let me do my work, it should be all healed up.
She backs in into the darkness, and the door slams shut.
So Jim's gonna push Edge and be like, "I've heard about your types. You can put messages in people's heads. If you can do that to me, do it to Short Sword. Find out what the hell's happening."
Would Edge have been aware that he was doing that?
So
Okay, so having heard a message in his head,
you would know that it's like you heard a message in your head, and you were able to reply to that message.
and that would seem normal to me.
So you'd be able to tell that that's the spell that was being cast, and so therefore you can tell that Jim has absolutely no idea that he's going around casting spells.
Okay, Jim, it was you. I just replied. You're the one that picked up the phone, or whatever the right metaphor is for a sailing ship.
Hello. Don't be absurd, Art.
Guys, I recommend that we talk away from this building, as I've got a bad feeling about what's going on here, and I may need to apologize for bringing you here, but let's talk about this away from this building, and possibly the villagers.
A wiser word never said, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, do not be sure too soon to say that. The wise words of the great blue tool are much wiser than my own.
So where are you guys taking yourselves off to? And are you sleeping through the night and then going to knock on her doors in the morning, or are you
Oh,
you going to do something else?
Valerin has an idea he would like to propose.
And if it's
Where are we going
if
to
it's
talk?
of any use as well, Edge, don't forget that since you have had a long rest, you are able to take short rest and use your hit dice to heal up a bit. Or you can sleep through the night and take a long rest.
Oh, Valerin can take a look at your injury. I have
Told you,
some
boys, she's no
healing
healer.
powers.
I'm a death
me.
door.
I
Yeah.
can have
No,
a
no,
look.
friend, that would be very welcome.
Well, let's
I
move away
do
from this
believe
place.
sorry.
Just saying, let's move away from here for now.
And Jim, I might need some of your spare stew if you've got a flask or two on you.
I didn't add any to the inventory, but it would be safe to assume he would have bought. Well, actually, he's got rations, 9 lots of rations, and that would be stuff he's made. So yeah, it was probably a bottle of stew.
Oh, and Jim, I kind of get the impression that you're some kind of cook. Maybe you could use some of your cooking prowess skills to see what's actually in this tea.
Oi, blue lad. You really are a wise one, aren't you?
Oh, I get my bountiful intellect from the wise one himself, Blue Tool.
I don't know who that is. I'm afraid.
Oh, you are yet to be graced upon the information and the life story that is Blue Tool, but I believe right now is not the time nor place to do that. But I'll be sure to tell you the grand adventures of how he rose from the sewers to become the leader of the great nation.
Aye, another time. Yes.
Yes. I guess we maybe, I don't know, head towards the beach area, maybe a little bit out of town. I don't know. I don't get the feeling that we should be talking near anyone here, as Vay gets the kind of impression that maybe the villagers are in on what's happening.
Edge wants to ask Chitty, what, are you just going to leave her here?
Well, do not get me wrong. If the promise that was made is not fulfilled, and my short sword is killed, there will be vengeance, and it will be swift and delivered by my own hand. But I would
there's
rather
many
risk,
things.
I'd rather risk the chance of her being killed if we do nothing. She die.
She might not be dead, but she might not be your short sword sway anymore.
Roger has decided that he is going to sit at the doorway of this building and not move.
Okay.
Valen would mention, I have some spells that may make sneaking in a little easier, but we shouldn't discuss a plan right outside of the place that we might be trying to sneak into. We should maybe move away from this place so we can discuss a plan.
So
And Roger,
So is Roger staying outside the hut and everyone else going off to the outskirts of town / to the beach?
Roger feels like they're being made to move away rather than given a free choice, so Roger is staying.
Okay. So Roger is staying, and I'll put everyone else together just so that I can keep track of who's where. I'll stick you over here, but you are, for all intents and purposes, out of earshot of any villagers, and you are not inside the kind of de facto limits of the town.
Okay, so first thing I'd like to say is that healing is not normal. As a healer myself, that is some strangeness to it. And the words they were saying, they did not sound like words of a true healer, like they were disguising themselves. But enough about that. I have a spell called Pass Without Trace that may be useful, and I can also cast invisibility if that may help. And we may be able to sneak in to this building and find out what's really going on back there. I'm a sneaky cleric.
Pass Without Trace and Invisibility both seem to be concentration spells.
They are, but they're both spells that I can cast. We can start with Pass Without Trace, and then we can maybe use Invisibility if someone needs to sneak into a more secure area. But I can only do one at a time.
I mean, Jim has something that would be very handy, but he doesn't know he knows it yet.
Right. But what do you think? I mean, I'm new to this group, so I don't want to enforce anything that you don't feel is right, but I cannot be here while someone defiles my divine purpose of helping the adventurers.
So, planning is not Jim's strong point, but what he can do, he is going to look at this tea, and he's just going to feel a natural inclination to look at his tome. It is Breadwin's Guide, while assessing this, which should also allow him. If we're here for about 10 minutes, can he do a ritual?
Absolutely.
Is it a check that you've got to do as well? Because I can guidance you.
Shouldn't need to.
Okay.
So this is
identify.
So this is a healing tonic. When drunk, will give you 5 temporary hit points.
Does he discern anything else from the smell? You know what?
It seems to be largely made from the smell is very it very much smells like the local fresh pines, so it's like a pine needle tea.
Can you have a little, just a little swill, little taste, and then he'll swallow a bit.
Yeah,
And
tastes nice.
can he
What time of day is
discern-
it? Sorry.
So at the moment it's late morning,
Okay.
and so she said that if you come back tomorrow morning, so leave for the rest of the day and overnight, all will be well.
Can I ask a question about identify? That mentions spells. Are there things other than spells that could affect a thing? Other than, I guess, its innate properties. So, like, if it was just poison, that would presumably kill you, but that's not a spell.
Yeah, curses and stuff like that.
If the item is created by a spell, you'll learn that spell's name. You learn whether any ongoing spells are affecting the item and what they are.
Yeah, so I would
But
cast that as spells that were cast, but also any magical effects. So if there was anything supernatural about this, you'd be able to tell what it was.
Okay, and in the world of this, we have, I guess there are chemical properties which are independent of that, and then everything else is magical. And that they're the only things it can be. Or could there be other things?
Could be divine. In some circumstances that might be different, but for the purposes of this, that you've seen people around town drinking this tea.
Okay.
So you know that it gives you temporary hit points. It smells quite nice, and it seems to be made from the local pine trees that have been, these are not freshly planted. These are kind of aged pine trees.
Did Jim feel any effects? Or did he notice anything unusual?
It just tastes really nice. If you're just having a little sip, you don't get the HP, but yeah, it's very refreshing, and it's very natural.
He'd chug a bit more. He'd probably chug a fair amount.
You chugging more than half?
Half a flask. It's a lot of tea. Yeah.
I'm so suspicious of this tea. You get 5 temporary hit points. Sometimes people just do nice things.
Jim doesn't believe that. When there's alcohol involved, or lack of, he does not believe it one bit. He's still staring at it.
Okay, is it rude that Edge would request healing from, say, Jim and Vale?
No, I'm happy to help.
Okay. Give me the best that Blue Tool, peace be upon him, has to offer.
The best? Ooh, I don't think I should use the best right now, as I can use that so many times a day. But for right now, I can cast you a cure wounds. So yeah, I'll cast cure wounds. 21 healing.
Jesus, nice.
Much
My level 1.
obliged to you, my good man.
Wow.
Okay,
This
so
guy is going to be useful.
yeah, suddenly Edge is much more disposed to this chap. Right, Edge has a plan. So, given you can do lots of cool things with stealthiness, and Edge is, it turns out, reasonably stealthy himself. Perhaps we could put something together with that.
In that
flask.
case, I can use a special ability I have on you, Sir Mr. Edge, once I find out where it is.
So Edge would demonstrate his stealthiness by hiding behind a tree for a few seconds, and then appearing from a different tree, and everyone would be like, "What the fuck?"
There we go. The blessing of the trickster. I can bless a willing creature, and they have advantage on stealth checks until I recast or have a long rest. So, I bless you, Sir Edge, in the name of Bloop Tool. May your sneakiness be ever present.
While this is happening,
Edge feels the warm fishy glow.
Roger, give me a perception check.
Please hold.
May your fishiness go unnoticed.
Okay, so with a 6, there's nothing that stands out that's really kind of particularly suspicious. No one seems to be approaching the hut, and people are kind of looking at you thinking, a bit weird. But you can't hear anything, you don't pick up anything that's going on within the hut.
Okay, so here's the plan. We stumble back into the village as though we're in the middle of a fight. I will be shouting loudly that Jim has drunken all of the tea. And he wasn't prepared to share the tea. And I want more tea. And then something needs to happen. And I'm going to try and sneak down the chimney of the hut.
Would you like me to come with you so I can make you more sneakier than you already are? Even more than I already have.
Do you imagine 2 people could sneak down the chimney? I don't know. So sorry, we can't talk to Roger, can we? So we don't know that there are no ways into the hut.
So the way Pass Without Trace works is it's an area around me for the next hour. Myself and anybody that I choose within 30 feet of me gets a +10 to stealth checks.
Right, but how are we getting into the building?
Well, we could
Are we
try the
just going to open
chimney.
the door?
We could try going through the door. It may be sneaky, but the only issue with going down the chimney is it looks like there's a fire at the bottom of the chimney that we may get hurt by.
Yeah, fair point.
We may get set ablaze.
Okay, so we go back in. Jim shouts about the tea. You and me, Blueskin, head off to the front door. We sneak past Roger. If he notices us, we just sort of wave him on. We open the door, we go in, we see what's on the other side.
Are you doing this broad daylight with the townsfolk wandering around, or are you waiting till nightfall?
I mean, I'm really very sneaky, and maybe we send Jim in to demand more tea. So
I
to
mean,
create a
yeah,
bit of a
I could go and
ruckus.
put a performance on for everyone.
Oh yeah, if you'd like a performance like
About the tea.
I don't know, like in the town, like how amazing the tea is that these people have brewed, and how you would love more, or to learn how to craft it yourself, maybe.
The Ballad of the Willow Tea.
Yes.
A monorail style song, so the entire town is singing along.
He will march through the street proclaiming his love of the tea, and that he wants to share his music with those who love the tea.
Okay, so you're doing this now.
Now,
Okay, so Jim, give me a performance check, please.
okay.
Remember that everyone got inspiration a few sessions ago.
Yeah.
If you would like to use it, but you don't, you are under no obligation. I do not want
I
to
do.
put actions in your mouth.
I just noticed, funny enough, and I do want to use it. He is going to be playing a loud tune, but loud and low, and it's going to be aimed to pull on the heartstrings, but in a deep melodic fashion. It's actually,
Which instrument is he playing?
he will be playing the sort of coon.
Okay.
Can you remember what I put in the chat?
Were you keeping it on there?
Yeah, but he was going to heat up tool in the kitchen and attempt to heat up the metal on Zolcoon. If he broke the Zolcoon, he'd be using mending, which is an old skill, yes.
Okay, the Zolcoon did not break. Seemed confused.
He will be playing the Zolcoon with some might. He will play. He will actually play the Melody of the Sea that he plays on the ship, and
Okay.
with that, there might be an effect. With that, he's going to unwittingly be casting.
Ooh.
I'm just collecting.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Make your performance check.
Okay.
So you are playing this tune and you are singing about how great the tea is, and you are calling out everyone else who loves the tea, and everyone comes to listen because they fucking love the tea, and like you have got quite the crowd around you.
He will actually be singing in deep tones about there once was a ship that went to sea, and the name of the ship was a Billy of Tea. The winds blew up and the bow dipped down. My bully Billy boy blow, and so on and so forth.
Whoa, the weatherman comes to bring us sugar and tea and rum.
And tea.
Tea and
Oh yeah,
tea.
no rum, no rum.
Everyone is enthralled by you, and they've gathered over to where you are.
Okay, guys, I think it's time to enact our plan.
Right.
So,
Sisters, on me.
You will do this by yourself.
Excuse me?
If our short sword is killed, we will take vengeance, but we will not take an action which might threaten the life of short sword Sway. We will not stop you, that is not our business. I hope that you are successful. But our code of honor dictates that we must not help you in this.
I seem to remember that one of you was sworn to be my bodyguard.
Please do not question my loyalty to the sisterhood. That does not mean that my loyalty to my quarry is any less. But in the same way that I would never ask you to betray someone on your ship, do not ask me to betray what it is to be a sister of the sword.
Very well.
okay, so anyone within this bubble around me gets plus 10 to stealth checks. For the next hour or until I lose concentration.
Okay.
And Ed, you have advantage on all stealth checks due to my blessing I gave you.
Sweet.
Talk me through what
Okay.
everyone's doing. So as you approach, are you in any way telling Roger what's happening? Roger is sitting outside the hut, listening but not
No.
hearing very much. Roger, no
No,
one
we're
else
gonna
has tried to exit or enter the hut while you've been there.
I've seen. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I haven't seen anybody go in or go out, but I'd really like to try and go in.
Okay.
Well, I'm making us very sneaky.
Okay. So it sounds like all three of us are going to sneakily try and sneak in through the door.
So you're going through the front door, or are you climbing up to the chimney?
Front door. Chimney sounds burny. Unless Roger wants to do the chimney.
No. Front door's all good with me.
Okay.
Is the front door locked?
I mean, you don't know that until you try and open it. Everyone who is going in through the door, in the order in which you are going, please make me some stealth checks. With the requisite advantage and modifiers.
Well,
So everyone just add 10 to whatever you roll.
What was what's that mop spell that Roger has? Just remind me.
Prestidigimop. Hang on, it does
Prestidig-
something.
Prestidigitation.
That's it. But Prestidigimop. So it cleans or covers in dirt a 5-foot cube area.
Cool. Okay.
I think.
So I rolled a 29. Edge rolled a 39.
Give me a second, hold on.
Rat Scrub, that would be a 27.
Oh,
He doesn't get advantage unless you've got something that gives you advantage. Only Edge gets the advantage.
Okay. So you open the door, and you do it in that kind of way that's kind of slow, and you kind of gauge where the creaks are going to come, and you sneak in through the thick leather curtain, and you find yourselves in a pretty dark room, and you can see that Dr. Hecate is at the back of this room, and seems to be standing over the laid out body of Shortsword Sway, back to you, hence having not noticed you yet. You see rows of beds are on either side of the room. There's got to be at least 20, 25 on each side, and in each one there's a person who is lying, eyes open but eyes rolled back, mouth open. They seem to be breathing, but they look like they're just lying completely still. And make me a perception check.
I do have dark vision, if that helps
That
with
does
looking
help.
in dark. But, a 26.
You notice one of them, the person lying nearest to the door on the left hand side, has a large slice up their arm.
Can I gauge on, like, maybe the age of these people in the beds?
They tend to range between about 11 and 17.
I guess these are the ones studying. In quotations. He doesn't say
Okay,
that out
so-
loud, obviously.
I mean, is it likely we're far enough away that we could have a very small chat here, or is that potentially causing us problems.
I mean, depends if you're messaging, but you're very stealthy, but you are not invisible. So yeah, it's you don't know how long you have before someone notices.
Okay, so does Edge have any idea what might be going on in here? So this looks like a room full of people. One of them clearly has the same wound as him. At this point, could he take off his bandage and look at his own wound?
Absolutely.
What does he see?
You can see that it is. So if you're comparing it to the person in the bed, it is in exactly the same place, exactly the same shape and size. Your arm is pretty much completely healed. Their arm looks... well, it's not actively bleeding much, but it looks pretty infected. It looks like they're not doing well. But yeah, you'd be able to tell that the wounds look identical. It's just theirs seems to be
but my wound's okay. Is there any sign that anyone's actually getting treated for anything in this room? Are there any medical things?
like drips, bandages.
Yeah, so if we go on the assumption, Edge's working assumption is somehow she's transferring the damage that he took to this random person, is she just planning to throw this person away when they're done, or what's the sort of... is it like a sort of... is it a lagging thing where she's going to heal them up and then look like she's magic again? You know, is she a charlatan?
This doesn't look like any House of Healing that you've seen.
Okay, fine.
You can't determine the exact mechanisms, but it doesn't look like your standard House of Healing.
Can we see what's going on with Sway? Is there any activity happening that we can...
There is a faint glow. Faint green glow.
Green or purple? Oh.
Green. And Dr. Hecate seems to be muttering under her breath, hands out, and ever so slightly moving rhythmically. But every now and then she'll kind of like walk around and examine different bits of her. So she's not rooted to the spot, she's not standing completely still, she is focused on the body, but she could turn around at any moment.
Can we see anybody who appears to have wounds consistent with Sway's?
You have to give me an investigation check or a medicine check if you're taking the time to look at the bodies.
Is that all of us or just Alex?
Anyone who is doing that.
25.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Finally.
There is one person whose hand, the skin is bubbling. There is one person who is having difficulty breathing.
Okay, I mean, without any sense of what's going on here, it doesn't seem like this is going to be disadvantageous to Sway. Edge is unsure how to proceed.
Can I do a religion check to see if I can sense if something sacrilegious is going on?
You can.
Okay. 24.
This is by no description is this medicine. This is, if we related to Bloop Tool, this is not the kind of thing that Bloop Tool would agree with. In fact, if you are putting two and two together with what you're seeing, this is very much like, this is shitting on some underdogs. This is not the kind of thing that Bloop Tool would be happy with.
I suppose as he realised this, his eyes would go wide, and he'd look over to the others, and then he'd like mime, I guess slitting the throat mime. We need to kill him. This is wrong.
Is anyone
Uh,
doing anything?
Does anyone
else?
make an action from that?
What are you doing here, my Sweetskins? You're not meant to be here. This ruins everything. We had a pact. You were to leave me to do my work until the morning, and your friend was going to be healed. You've broken that pact.
No, we
Never
haven't.
fear, evil!
She claps her hands together. The doors that you slid open dramatically slam shut. And the green glow intensifies.
This will not do at all. This will not do at all.
But stop. You don't know why we're here.
A pact was broken. It does not matter.
But I'm here to train.
And train you might be. You might. Train you might. I might be willing to accept that pact. But your companions, that can't be. I cannot let that pass.
Everyone roll a
We simply had to accompany our friend. We couldn't allow Roger to join such a noble order without saying goodbye.
She is.
So I was so young and worried.
She is actively hostile towards you. So you can try and negotiate, but it will be in combat.
Really wanted to get a sneak attack in, but no one was doing anything.
Many situations can be talked out of, but yeah, it's going to have to be in initiative order.
I won't roll as Jim. Then, because he's currently giving the performance.
I mean, you can roll, and you can periodically on your turn. You can make perception checks to see if you are able to perceive anything not going to plan. But yeah. So.
Cool.
Everyone's rolling really well today, and yeah, this feels like a dangerous situation, and that's where we're going to call it for the night.
So, Jim shouldn't have had 19. I don't know why it rolled at advantage. I think it's 10. Cool.
Well, fuck.
Everyone's so suspicious of someone just trying to do something nice. Suspicious of the
It's all about the
team.
tea.
Suspicious of the healing.
She's obviously a warlock taking advantage of this fair town. God.
Who's that cat? A new cat.
Aww.
Yes, this is
Aw.
Cuckoo's. This is my soon-to-be 4-year-old's birthday present.
Oh.
Aww.
She's very, very furry. And a bit crazy.
Does your
Okay,
24-year-old
yes.
know?
Yeah. Yes, we haven't just imported random cats to the house for a while.
Or just gaslighting him. You've not seen a cat. There's no cat around
There's no
here.
cats. This is
It's
our
just like-
usual massive black cat.
So sneakily just like making so they don't see each other.
Sneaker cat.
I was really hoping someone would get like a sneak attack in with stealth.
I'm assuming this lady's going to be very difficult to kill, though, right? Because she's got bodies lined up to take a lot of damage. She's got like a big battery of.
Who knows?
Do they?
Who knows?
Burn the building down.
There's many ways to. I don't know what approach you're going to take.
I feel like we should
We've got
have
a week to
kept
think
the
about it.
glass pea and thrown it in her face.
There's nothing wrong with
Hey.
a tea. Do we not learn that?
No,
Maybe
but it's
someone
still
has
warm.
some.
You can throw hot liquid in someone's face, that causes damage, right?
Well, it depends how warm is the tea if it's been in a flask for hours.
Well, if it's a thermos, it shouldn't be as hot as it was when it was
Oh, working
raised.
around with
Who knows?
thermostat.
Yeah, you know, there are thermos flasks, but they're in wooden huts.
We've already been told they're scientists who are very expert in medicine things. I think they could probably make a vacuum seal, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, well, it's a world of magic, so maybe they've used some void magic to create a
Yes.
vacuum-like system to vacuum seal.
Okay, so next week we're doing the other party. Is that right?
Yes. So next
Or
week.
we can. Okay. Right.
Well, I mean, so this depends whether we are canonically saying that because Ollie, you're definitely off next week.
Definitely, yeah.
So if everyone is around, if everyone else is around, then you could choose to have Jim just continually running interference and keeping the townsfolk occupied, which might be a strategically sensible thing to do. If other people are off, then we can switch to Team Prison. I'm happy either way. I'm prepped for both, so it's entirely up to you guys. If only Ollie's off, it works either way. If more people are off, then it probably works better to do Team Prison.
I'm here and I'm easy.
Yeah, the only week I'm off is the 28th.
It makes sense for Jim to run interference because he now also he could drop the concentration, but this music, even if he stops playing, is still emanating from him. So they might follow him like rats to the T, and he's going to want to distract him. I need to trust the team.
So if we carried this one on next week, then could the 2 weeks after that be the prison? Because then the people, or Matty would be around for those 2 weeks, whereas two of us from this bit won't be around in 3 weeks' time. Does that make sense? So we do this week and next week where we are, and then the week after and the week after that at the prison.
I'm here the week
Yeah.
after the week after that. Which
Whichever.
is it, like the 4th of September or something? I'm here for that, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not here for the
yeah.
28th.
Yeah, same.
Just next week on that, I think.
I mean, I'm happy to see how you guys fare with this encounter next week. Super happy with that. That works for me.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think because
Awesome.
where we stopped, it feels like if we don't do it next week, we'll sort of lose a little bit of the momentum with it, and it'll take a while to get back into what the hell we're doing. It takes long enough anyway with me.
I'm very happy with that, and yeah, looking forward to it.
I have to say, there were certain points very much earlier on when we met the blue dude, that your face, coupled with Matty's reactions and crazy eyeballs on webcam, I genuinely did not know which person was making me laugh more. It was brilliant.
Oh yeah. I was trying to. I thought, oh, I'll give a webcam and try and look deranged.
You succeeded. You 100% and that 20. You should do that more often.
It was a very throbbing performance, which was unsettling.
Yes, I've been planning this character since we started playing this campaign, and I was like, ooh, I could do like a really like weird follower of Bloop Tool.
Love it.
Nice.
I was looking through my
Nice,
list
nice.
of gods because before this started, I went through all the stuff with all the gods, or some of them, and started writing
Yeah.
notes down. And then I was like, oh, I haven't got this one written down. Where is the god of fish?
Yeah, if you go into our journal, go to handouts. There's the local dominant gods. Which have them all there. Then Bloop Tool's the one at the top left.
I believe I described Blue Tool in one of the messages as megalomaniac fish.
Yes,
That sounds familiar.
and
Nice.
I guess I'll be coming up with some lore for him as I just talk bullshit.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, it all works.
Right.
We may need to summon him, to be honest, next week. If you can work on that.
Well, unfortunately, I don't get divine intervention until level 10, I think it is.
I mean, the gods are always watching and listening.
Yeah.
I know a
Or
god.
roll a double nat 20. I know a guy. I know a guy.
Yeah, you can't. I know a guy. Oh, it also happens to be an immortal deity.
I don't think that was actually in the rules.
Oh, okay. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But
We were allowed to drop I know a
But
guy.
there'll be consequences.
at any
Well, the
point.
thing we've got to be
Consequences.
careful. Yeah, we've got to be careful because I think Rick's very lenient, not as lenient as he used to be about giving out godly items. As last time I got one, I used it instantly.
yeah, thought that this was going to be something that'll come out at the very, very climax. Is like, no, minor disagreement with another player character. I'm going to summon the avatar of a god. I mean, it was very dramatic. It was very, very good. But yeah,
It was very fun.
I was glad that I had it ready.
Right.
You should
Lovely.
always
Good night,
have
folks.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye-bye.
And I will
Yeah.
catch you next week.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.